Hey everybody, it's DJ Ricky Bullis of Bullis DJs here, coming to you with a speaker shootout. I haven't done a speaker shootout in a couple of years, so I figured why not. Today, I'm going to do the Yamaha DBR12. That's their lower grade line in their popular PA speakers, the DBR12, and the Alto TS312. Both of these speakers have a good amount of use on them. This one I got in 2018. This I recently bought used. And I think I'm going to start using the Yamaha DBRs. I grew up as a Yamaha person. My earlier days as a DJ, I was in the Yamaha. I had the C112V series passive. Those speakers were phenomenal. And I had the Yamaha SE series, the SE12s, way back in the day. Those are my hand-me-down speakers I started out with back in the 2000s. Started out with a Yamaha SE12s and a JBL GRX 15s. 115s were the first speakers I actually bought back in the 2000s. But what I use now is all powered, and I have the Alto TS312 as my main system. I probably have about 100 and, I don't know, close to 150 events use on this pair in the last 7 years. And we will do a quick overlay of what's in the back. I'm sure you all have seen these speakers plenty of times if you're checking out these speakers on YouTube. They had the 412s out now, so it's hard to find the 312s. You're probably going to see them used everywhere. But these have been pretty much workhorse speakers for me. I keep them in a Alto speaker cover. Keeps them looking pretty good. They still get scuffs on them, but no deep scratches. So the cabinet is pretty sturdy. I love how it has 5 handles. That's why I love these speakers. I've kept them around. They're awesome for portability. This speaker weighs a little bit more than the Yamaha DBR12. So the Yamaha DBR12, very comparable in size. It's just slightly shorter. It's 23 inches tall versus like 23.8 for this one, for the Alto TS312. You get a fairly decent mixer section in the back. You have 2 line inputs. You have the RCA line in, so you can plug your computer right into it or your phone if you need to. And XLR out. I'm not going to spend too much time on the back mixer sections. It says the front of the house main. You have a high pass filter if you're using a sub, 100 hertz or 120, or you can keep that off. Have it on the front of the house main setting, and yeah, everything's set to unity at 0 dB. I'll set this to unity. You know, the Alto TS312s, they to save money, they went a little more basic on their mixer sections for their speakers. You have a contour to give you a little more bass. You have a ground. I always leave that in. I don't even know why you'd want to leave it out, because it helps prevent grounding. You have a mix out and 2 inputs. It's very basic, but it works. It works if you're doing professional DJing. You're always going to have a mixer plugged into it. It works fine. So that's the mixer sections. This only has 2 handles, and it weighs slightly less than the Alto TS312. I'd say about maybe 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds. I think this weighs 34.6 pounds is what the spec said on the Yamaha DBR12. And I want to say this is around 36 pounds, 35.8 or something like that. But pretty comparable. You get the little light on the front on the Alto. You don't have that with a DBR12. And I watched a Yamaha video where they break down the speakers, comparing the DBR, DXR, and their higher level speakers. Basically, the DBR12, you have a cheaper plastic cabinet, right? But they're still going to give you something of quality. I mean, it's a plastic molded cabinet, but still looks good. It's pretty durable. I mean, you're going to want to baby this speaker a little more than the Yamaha DXR. The DXR series has some metal in it. It's like a plastic metal. I don't know what they call the DXR series cabinet, but it's a little more durable, a little more sturdy. You can feel that there's some metal in it. So you get the same quality drivers as the higher end DXR. You get the same woofer and the same Celestian tweeter on the inside, which I think is a really good selling point because these sound great. I can't tell the difference between these and the DXR. I really can't. I A-beat them, and they sound almost identical. It's hard to tell a difference. I mean, I think you might get a little bit higher... I don't even know. It's hard to tell the difference, but they say that the cabinet on the DXR is a higher end cabinet, so it's going to help with like resonation and stuff like that. You know, so, but I couldn't tell it with my ears. I mean, the DBR and the DXR sounded identical, and you have a little more powerful amp on the DXR, so you're going to get a little more top end. I mean, these are still rated at like 131 dB, though. So, I mean, that's plenty. 131 dB for 99% of the events that most DJs are going to do, where you have like 100 guests or 150 guests. Pair these speakers and you pair it up with a sub, you're golden. You don't need 134 dB unless you're doing big festivals or 135 dB or higher. Unless you're doing big festivals or something, you don't need those higher end specs. I do weddings and parties, and most of my events are 50 guests to maybe 200, and both of these speaker systems work out fine for that. And they get plenty loud. Honestly, listening to these at Unity, I think the altos sound a little louder, maybe a little brighter, but man, these DBRs sound fantastic. So we're going to do a speaker shootout with like maybe 4 songs played, and I'll let you all decide what sounds better. And yeah, we'll get to it. Alright, so my son wanted me to do a really bassy song. He loves this My 5.0 song, so we're going to play that as a first song on both speakers. We're going to try and play from the same start point. As you can see, I'm at 0 dB, 0 dB. First, we're going to turn this down, and we're going to do the Yamaha DBR12 first. Yeah, let's see, make sure my Yamaha MG10XU speaker mixer is set to Unity. We're all flat. That's on Unity, 710. And yeah, we're good to go. Here we go. Yeah, we send this one out to all my homies in the 5.0. I'll bust this one down like this. Here we go. Drop. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising, yeah. Cruising in my 5.0. In my 5.0, cruising, yeah, cruising, in my 5.0, cruising, yeah, 2 a.m. on Sawgrass Express, I put the motherfucking 5.0 to the test, cause I wanna know just how fast it'll go, so I kick the fucking pedal to the floor, and then I slam into overdrive, my homie looked down, damn, at this speed, there's no room for mistakes, foot off the gas pedal, onto the brakes, oh shit. Here comes the FHP, and I know that these blue lights are meant for me. But if I pull over, my ass going to jail. So I said, what the hell? Shift the third and I bailed. Now he's calling for backup on his radio. And I'm thinking to myself, where the hell can I go? So I exit Sunrise down to University. If I make it to the ghetto, it's history. Now I'm at Sunrise and Martin Luther King. A high-speed chase like a movie scene. BSO and PPD and FHP put out an APB. I'm doing 140 in a 45 zone, and I'm just 2 blocks from being home. Which way did he go? None of them know. They still looking for the purple 5-0. Yeah. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. Yeah. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. Alright, so that was the Yamaha. We're going to go over to the Alto now. And I'm going to play the same exact music, and we'll see what we can see, if y'all can hear the difference, and tell me what you think is better in this song. This is going to be the bassiest song I played, by the way. Yeah, listen out to all my homies in the 5.0. I'll bust this one down like this. Here we go. Rock. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising, yeah. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising.
in my 5.0, cruising, yeah, cruising in my 5.0, cruising, yeah. 2 a.m. on Sawgrass Express. I put the motherfucking 5.0 to the test, cause I wanna know just how fast it'll go. So I kick the fucking pedal to the floor, and then I slam into overdrive. My homie looked down, damn, 185. At this speed, there's no room for mistakes. Foot off the gas pedal, onto the brakes. Oh shit, here comes the FHP, and I know that these blue lights are meant for me. But if I pull over, my ass going to jail. So I said, what the hell, shift the third and I bail. Now he's calling for backup on his radio, and I'm thinking to myself, where the hell can I go? So I exit Sunrise down to University. If I make it to the ghetto, it's history. Now I'm at Sunrise and Martin Luther King, a high-speed chase like a movie scene. BSO and PPD and FHP put out an APB. I'm doing 140 in a 45 zone, and I'm just 2 blocks from being home. Which way did he go? None of them know. They're still looking for the purple 5-0. Yeah, cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. Yeah, cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising.
All right, for the next song, we're going to give you some Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. First is going to be the Yamaha. Here we go. All right, now we're going to do Billie Jean with the Alto TS312. Here we go.
Dance on the floor in the
All right, now we are going to do a like a jazzy song. So we're going to do this Song for My Father song. So we'll do it. I think I did the same song on Speaker Shootout video back when I did Alto TS312 versus Yamaha DBR10 about 7 years ago. So we'll see how this sounds now on the DBR12 and compare that to the Alto. All right. All right, same song on the altos. All right, we're going to do one more song. We're going to do an EDM song that my son suggested. He wants to hear some EDM. So we're going to play Animals. Here we go. On the Yamaha first. All right, now same song with the altos. Here we go. but not least, I'm going to play some Spanish guitar, just really quick so you can get some guitar notes in there too. First is Yamaha DBR12. And now, same song on the alto. Alright everybody, so that pretty much wraps it up for the speaker shootout. Thank you for watching. I had fun doing this little speaker shootout, and hope you all got some valuable information from it. If you're looking at Yamaha DBR12s, and if you're looking at altos, I'll be honest, I've been using these for 7 years. They've been workhorses and no issues with them. People say they have issues with altos. I think they got it right with the 3 Series. I've pushed these speakers. I have not broken anything. I did have the Alto 2 Series for a while before I upgraded to these, and the 2 Series was a weak point. The 212s had 2 tweeters go out on me. Just a few events in. The tweeters are really cheap on those. But they got it right with the 3 Series, I think. And these sound excellent. I will say that the fidelity on this Yamaha is excellent. It's more of a flat speaker. Very smooth sounding. Whereas this one, I don't know if you caught it in the video through your headphones or whatever, but this one really pops. Like it's very bright, and just the highs come through really pronounced, like in your face almost. And the bass on this, I felt like at Unity, this was definitely a louder speaker than the Yamaha was. But this one stays more like smooth, where this one kind of it pops a good, like the curve of the music kind of goes up and down. And I noticed that when I did a sound meter test, the dBs on this were up and down more, like between 82 and 90, where this stayed between like 82 and 88. It was a little more smooth, playing the same music. But I have the sound meter on my phone, so I'm not going to be able to show the sound meter results to you. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think sounded better. The Yamaha sounded really nice with that Spanish guitar, I have to say that. Very nice. But of course, this popped a little more. They both sound great. But Let me know what you think. Who won the shootout? Which speaker was better, the Yamaha DBR12 or the Alto TS312? Yeah, they're pretty comparable speakers in terms of price, and they're in like the same category in terms of speaker lineups. Yamaha is obviously the bigger brand, more well known, been around for years. Their speakers have always been known as workhorse speakers. I enjoy both speakers. I will say, if you heard in the video, the Alto is louder at unity than the DBR12. It pops, the bass hits a little harder, it's louder. I don't know why. It could be just the amp is more powerful. Who knows? But let me know what y'all thought sounded better. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll try and do more shootout videos this winter when I don't have that many DJ gigs going on. And yeah, I also have wedding videos that you can check out as well if you want to see any of my wedding events that I've posted up. Wedding dancing recap videos, I do a lot of those. But yeah, welcome to the channel if you're new here, and hit that subscribe and like button for me. Thank you very much.